Hello everyone, I'm Nancy B. Champion, and in this video I will share how I planned the painting of Summer at Rifle Falls. I used my dimensional acrylic painting technique to apply texture paste to the art surface to create a three-dimensional rocky wall for the falls and place lilies in the foreground to direct you to the falls. Here are my tips for planning a landscape. Visit the place. Take photos, record a short video, sketch or paint on site. Fall in love with your subject. I visited this location in the summer several times, and it is a Colorado favorite. Rifle Falls State Park is located near Rifle, Colorado, was the inspiration for this painting. The amazing triple falls, 70 feet tall, are easy to see from many angles. Hiking around the area, you will feel the water spray, see sculpted caves, and hear the thundering falls, bubbly creek, and wind through the foliage. Compose your painting with a focus. To plan this painting, I revisited my previous paintings of the area, photos and memories, and then I composed a quick sketch. The sketch featured the amazing textured rock wall waterfall with lilies in the foreground swaying in the wind, pointing to the falls. The creek, path, foliage, trees, and bright summer sky all work together to frame the focus of the falls. Build your art skills. I waited for my lilies to bloom in my garden so I would have an opportunity to sketch and plein air paint, a study of the lilies swaying in the wind. Plein air painting first helped me see the lines, shapes, values, and capture the floating nature of the lilies in the composition. Doing a quick sketch or paint study builds art skills and develops confidence. Simplify. Using a quick plan sketch helped me see the overall composition simply. The subject is complex, but I break it down into sections, creating the rocky wall in the middle ground and lilies in the foreground first, leaning left to point to the waterfall. Creating a textural surface is the structure for the composition. I use the texturing paste to suggest and replicate what I see, using a variety of art tools and stencils. This step also simplifies the composition. Use contrast. The composition is exciting because of the dark shadows in the trees above and in the rock wall, surrounded by the bright summer sky. During the no-tan step on warm orange underpainting, I painted with purple and clear medium to indicate the medium and dark values all around the composition. Not painting areas indicates the lightest areas in the composition. This step creates drama and reveals the three-dimensional textured surface, rough rocks, exciting waterfalls, ripply stream, chaotic foliage, smooth path, and floating lilies. I painted the lilies first, pointing to the falls using lilies from my garden to view in the studio as a reference. Then I move around the composition, painting mostly medium values and building layers on the rocky wall and layers of foliage. I mix colors as needed to increase contrast. I apply paint in the grooves of the texture sometimes, and other times paint only on the surface, layering the paint. Use a variety of lines, shapes, and textures. After establishing the rock wall and floating lilies, I use a variety of lines, shapes, and textures to point to the falls and provide interest. Using variety in your painting gives your eye interesting things to look at all around the composition and is more interesting to paint. Unify with similar shapes, colors, and textures. I planned an orange underpainting to complement the cool foliage and accent the rock wall and lilies. The underpainting shows through all around the composition to add unity. I also repeated similar shapes and textures to add unity around the composition, always leading to the rock wall. During the final painting, I add pops of color to circulate the eye's view of the painting. Painting Summer at Rifle Falls was a great memory to revisit and provided a great art escape. I used a plein air painting session to study the lilies to build art skills that enhance the studio painting process. I paint to remember, revisit, escape, and give you the feel of place. Don't forget to click to subscribe. Check out the description to see the list and more information. Thanks for watching.